The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what Black women have to endure in this country, about what young Black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with.
So for those of you guys who don't know, RG3 made a statement earlier in the week talking about how Angel Reese just flat out hates Caitlin Clark. And as you saw in that clip, Ryan Clark absolutely tore RG3 a new one by basically saying, you are not qualified to talk about Black issues or anything like that because, listen, your wife is white. Now, also in that Ryan Clark clip, he alludes to the fact that RG3 has been quoted and seen multiple times on the internet and in person fetishizing white women. Ryan Clark says that he used to refer to himself as the quote-unquote milkman, and he's done things like post photos of him and his wife on social media with the caption being cookies and cream. So look, do I think that RG3 has some sort of like a self-hate complex or like a fetishization for white women? More than likely, yes. However, I think this is one of those cases where the message was right, but it came from the wrong messenger. Because quite frankly, I agree with RG3. I think that Caitlin Clark is hated by Angel Reese. And do I think that Caitlin Clark likes Angel Reese either? No. And now I did say this in another video. I think that these two ladies are just like massively competitive. And that's why we saw the dust up that we saw the other day. But based off of my eye test, I do think that Angel Reese actually does not like Caitlin Clark at all. And I think a lot of it has to do with the spotlight. And this may sound like a hot take. I don't know Angel Reese personally, obviously, but she does kind of come off as like that popular girl in high school who, like, you know, anybody who tries to threaten her spot as most popular girl, she's going to have a problem with that girl. And I really started to feel that way after I saw this clip.
I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
In that clip, she talks about how there's a lot more eyes on women's basketball now, but it's not just because of one person, Caitlin Clark. It's because of her too. So instead of saying like, oh, it's because of all of the ladies in the league who've been working their ass off for so many years. No, she didn't say that. She said it's because of Angel Reese and then also Caitlin Clark. So it really does go to show that Caitlin Clark is her #1 competition, at least mentally. And if that's not enough, then watch this clip too.
And that quote, I guess some people got a special whistle. We'll hear Caitlin's response in a bit, but we play on. Indiana up 3 with less than 40 to go. Who else deserves the ball besides?
Angel really insinuated that Caitlin Clark gets a special whistle after literally almost taking her head off on a layup attempt. And look, it's okay to say that she hates her. I just think it's time we start calling it how we see it. Anyways, what do y'all think about this? Do y'all think RG3 was out of line? Do you think Ryan Clark was out of line? Let me know.